All right, let's talk about sushi. We love it, it's everywhere, but is it actually healthy? Well, it absolutely can be, but that menu can also feel like a total minefield. In the next few minutes, we are going to give you the tools to walk in, look at any menu, and order a fantastic, healthy sushi meal every single time. Let's dive in.
So that brings us to the big question, right? We all think of sushi as this amazing health food, and it can be, but that same menu can be loaded with hidden calories, sugar, and unhealthy fats. And honestly, the difference between a healthy treat and a total diet trap often just comes down to a few key choices.
And that leads us to the very first decision you're going to make, the one that really builds the foundation for your whole meal. It might seem like a tiny detail, but trust me, this simple choice sets the stage for everything else to come.
And that choice is your rice. Now take a look here. Most of the standard white sushi rice you get is actually prepared with added sugar and vinegar. That bumps up the simple carbs and can lead to a blood sugar spike. But if you just ask for brown rice, you are getting a huge upgrade in fiber, protein, and nutrients. It's way more filling and it gives you more stable energy. A tiny switch with a really big impact.
Okay, so you've got your base picked out. Awesome. Now let's talk about how to build the perfect healthy order on top of that. Think of this next part as your game plan for all the best things to say yes to on the menu. First up, your appetizer. Before your main meal even hits the table, you can get a huge head start on protein and fiber just by ordering some edamame. These steamed soybeans are a classic for a very good reason.
And this chart shows you exactly why. I mean, look at these numbers. For just 1 cup, we're talking over 18 grams of plant-based protein and 8 grams of fiber. That combination is an absolute powerhouse for making you feel full and satisfied, which means you're way less likely to overdo it on those rice-heavy rolls later on.
Next, when you're building that main plate, really consider making sashimi the star of the show. If you're not familiar, sashimi is just fresh, thinly sliced raw fish. That's it. No rice, no sauces, just pure, high-quality protein.
And just how much of a powerhouse are we talking about? Get this, a single 4-ounce serving of salmon sashimi packs an incredible 23 grams of protein. That is pure, nutrient-dense fuel, and it is the absolute cleanest way to get all the amazing benefits of the fish.
And it goes way beyond just protein. Sashimi is also loaded with essential nutrients like B vitamins, potassium, and selenium. It's just a clean, simple choice that really lets the quality of the fish shine and keeps you feeling satisfied long after you're done eating.
Of course, who doesn't love a good sushi roll? Come on. And you can absolutely include them in a healthy meal. The key isn't the roll itself, it's all about what you choose to put inside it. So here are some excellent go-to rolls to keep an eye out for. A salmon avocado roll, a classic for a reason. You get that great protein plus healthy fats. A rainbow roll is fantastic because you get a great mix of different fish and veggies. And you know what? Even simple vegetable rolls, especially with that brown rice, are a great fiber-capped choice. And don't forget, most places are happy to make rolls with cooked fish if that's more your thing. Now that we know what to look for, let's flip the script and talk about what to look out for. This is where a really healthy meal can get derailed fast. So let's identify some of those hidden traps on the menu. The number one red flag is this word right here, tempura. Anytime you see this, it means the ingredient, doesn't matter if it's shrimp, chicken, or a vegetable, has been battered up and deep fried. And that instantly adds a ton of unhealthy fat and calories to your roll. So here's your mental checklist of red flags. First, any word like crunchy or crispy, that almost always means it's tempura. Second, be careful with those sweet, thick sauces like teriyaki or eel sauce. They are packed with sugar. And finally, as delicious as they are, things like cream cheese and spicy mayo can just dramatically crank up the fat and calorie count of an otherwise healthy roll. Here is a simple, but incredibly powerful pro tip. If a roll or a dish comes with a sauce, just ask for it on the side. This simple move puts you in complete control of how much sugar and sodium you're actually adding to your meal. You'll find a little bit goes a long way.
Okay, so with the basics covered, let's get into some final tips that will take your ordering game from just informed to a true expert level.
Now, this is a quick but really crucial point. Since we're often eating raw fish, food safety is absolutely everything. All this means is sticking to reputable restaurants that have good reviews and high standards. Your health is worth it, so just choose a place you can trust to handle their ingredients with care. Next, let's talk about mercury. Here's a kind of surprising fact. Larger predatory fish tend to accumulate more mercury over their lifespan simply because they eat lots of smaller fish. It's perfectly fine in moderation, but it's a really smart idea to know which fish have more and which have less.
And this slide makes it really simple. On the left, you've got fish it's generally best to limit, like bigeye, albacore, and yellowfin tuna. Instead, you can regularly choose from these fantastic low-mercury options on the right, like salmon, shrimp, and crab. It's such an easy way to enjoy seafood safely and often.
So we have covered a ton of ground. Let's pull it all together into a simple, repeatable process you can use for your very next sushi night.
And here it is, all pulled together in a simple 4-step strategy. Step 1, start smart with an appetizer like edamame. Step 2, build your main plate around clean protein. Think sashimi or a simple roll on brown rice. Step 3, keep an eye out for those red flags, like tempura and sugary sauces. And finally, step 4, take control of your seasoning by using low-sodium soy sauce and asking for other sauces on the side. It is that simple.
So the next time you're looking at a sushi menu, you'll be armed with all the knowledge you need to make a great choice. The only question left is, what's your new healthy go-to order going to be? Thanks for tuning in.